Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Lightsaber Cafe. It's a live stream here. I am your host, Ralph. This is Jamel. And it's just us today. Well, hopefully, there'll be more. So I'm going to put the invite link
hmm
right here. And today, we're going to just kind of do a hangout hour. For like 1 hour, we're going to just hang and we're going to just talk all things Star Wars for all of you crazy fans out there who love it. Um, and let's see if we can make this happen. All right. How you doing, Jamel? How's life?
I'm good, chilling. Taking it day at a time. Working on something that's gonna happen in August.
Okay.
We're having our annual Cyclones event, and we're gonna have like a Star Wars night. And if anybody hasn't heard of it,
Well, you know
I-
what? Maybe
I'm
everybody should.
involved in a group called Saber Guild,
There you go.
and it's a group that does it's a group that does like charitable things. We go to conventions, we go to hospitals and everything, just to put a smile on people's faces. We also have like a place where we go and we practice our lightsaber techniques, choreographs, some fight scenes. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready for Cyclone, so they're gonna have like a halftime show, like do a scene with the Jedi and the Sith, and have like a little story behind it. And then at the end of the night, there's gonna be like fireworks. And yeah, and not only that, but every Friday we meet up in an area in Manhattan to practice, and it's pretty fun. It's a good stress reliever for me. That's what it was in the beginning. It was more of a stress reliever, but yeah.
And that's so cool because I know you have a deep love for Star Wars and an extensive knowledge on the subject. You also have a couple of lightsabers right there with you, right? You want to like show those off a little bit?
hmm
Waiting for the transmission to kind of get to them.
Yeah. This was my first one. This is the Anakin's. Yeah. So this is from episode 3. You can notice that when you look at the saber,
Yeah,
it has like a rigid type of material here,
yeah.
and it's pretty weighty. Pretty weighty.
You know what's interesting?
I would definitely recommend to get this, but I.
You know what's interesting about that?
Mhm.
It has the little knobs
Yeah.
at the end of the pommel, but that is that in the act. I don't think that's in the actual Anakin one from episode 3. I don't remember seeing those little knobs. They're in episode
The
6
graph.
and 7, but not
Where
right.
in the graphics that you
Yeah,
have?
yeah. The little knob. I don't have no. I don't
No.
have that
What
anymore.
like this?
Jamel is experiencing
hmm
transmission difficulties. There's a delay. There's a lull there, Jamel, and it's hard for us to communicate right now. It's been because you keep pausing. It
Yeah.
must be something in your area. Um,
hmm
what I have here. Let me show off. What about the other lightsaber you have?
Okay. So, jeez,
What about the other lightsaber you have,
hmm,
Jamel?
this didn't happen last time.
Yeah, you're experiencing
This one.
difficulties right now.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What's
probably
that
because of
called?
the Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because it didn't do this last time. Yeah, this one is
Maybe it's your area in the house.
it's a hilt, but I forgot which the name of it.
Okay.
I'm in the room. I'm in my bedroom.
Maybe you should be in another
So
room.
actually the Wi-Fi works. Well, actually, the Wi-Fi is supposed to work good in here. I don't know. Maybe it's because
Maybe because
we
it's a
we shared
stream.
like a shared line. Yeah.
Might be a problem. Yeah.
Um, this saber, yeah, this saber is from Imperial Workshop.
Imperial Workshop. Okay.
This is the emblem is like right here
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay.
at the end
I
of the
see it.
knob. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's
He's struggling, man. It's like the Wi-Fi is really messing him up. Um, yeah, I have in my possession
yeah, it's
the
pretty
Havoc.
cool. It's Clash. So
Yeah, it has all the effects and stuff like that, right? I have here
it does.
yeah, I keep the reason why I keep getting interrupted, ladies and gentlemen, because his transmission is lagging and it cuts me, so it's kind of like difficult to communicate right now. This is the Havoc from Vader's Vault that I got at Comic Con a few years ago. You were there for that, Jamel. Here we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, hey, Jamel, turn yours on for a minute. I want to try something. Turn yours on for a minute.
Okay.
I want to see if this works. Probably won't because of the Wi-Fi. Wow. All right, come on, let's fight. Go over here. Go over here. Come on.
Jeez.
Come on. Wait. We locked. Oh my god, that's funny. Well, at least we tried. Yep, there it goes. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Um, so we're so
Yeah.
this is a hangout hour. I have here a glass of wine. I'm not. Who said you can't have wine at a cafe, right? It's been a tough week for me, people. I
Yeah.
had laser eye surgery last week.
Yeah.
So some of you already know I've been having problems with my eye lately, and apparently there was something, and I never understood. I never really knew what the problem was until the doctors finally found out what the problem was. We all have something in our eyes called something like an angle. Sounds like angle, where it's a small hole in our eye where kind of regulates the fluid that goes into our eye to keep it moist. And mine was closed, and that's why my eye. I was having problems with my eye. With Lenore's here. She's like, "Where's my wine? You got some nerve." Yeah, well, you know what? I'm sure you got your tequila there and everything. Why don't you pour yourself a glass? So what happened was mine was closed, so they had to reopen it. Basically, it was a quick procedure. It was like a minute long, literally a minute long. But it felt like it was weird, like because when they were doing it, I was thinking, oh, I was- like, but no, I wasn't thinking that actually. But uh, technology is quite something, considering. And the idea that you can actually do these incredible things to help with things like Lenore's like, don't tell me what to do. Okay, don't. All right, don't do. The idea that that technology like that can has gone so far so far. It's amazing. So I'm very grateful for the doctors for this. It's taken a while to heal. I'm still kind of weird. Things are still looking kind of funky right now through that eye, but it takes a while. It takes a while. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. No eye patch
Yeah.
tonight, Lenore. That's right. She said no eye patch. Yeah, I'm not showing off an eye patch. I actually had an eye patch on Friday when I did a thing with Victor on the Exorcist poster. Did you see the Exorcist poster yet, Jamal? What did you think of
Hmm.
that? I know this is Star Wars, but it's my channel. Screw it. What do you think of the Exorcist poster?
I saw your post that you put with Victor at the cafe talking about
Yeah,
the Exorcist poster.
yeah.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't see
I
what the
actually saw
problem
the
is with it.
trailer. I went to see Oppenheimer on
I think
Sunday.
it gives a little. I think it gives a little dimension when it just being black and white.
Hmm. Hold on. Stop right there. Because I know there's a delay and there's a lull in Jamel's Wi-Fi. I saw the
Can you hear
trailer.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's lagging. It's delayed by several seconds, so that's why we're not catching each other in the communication. Let me just say
Mm.
this. Let me just say this. I saw the
Mm-hmm.
Exorcist trailer when I went to see Oppenheimer. It was part of the. You know how you see previews before the movie. They showed the Exorcist trailer. I was like, oh shoot, they showed it. They finally showed it. It's not up on the internet
Mm-hmm.
yet, but once it does, I'm gonna do a live stream analysis of that because I already saw it and I just got to see it again because I got to,
Mm-hmm.
I am so critical of that franchise because it's had, when you make that kind of success on that first film and then those other movies that came after it
Mm-hmm.
was like, ugh. Even though Exorcist 3 was kind of cool. Um, the other ones were just god awful. And now David Gordon Green trying to do this after everybody got mad at him for what he did to the Halloween trilogy in these last few years. I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to prove.
Mm.
So yeah, I have my things to say about it. But the truth is,
Right.
that's show business. It's all about making money. Which is
Yeah.
why I think the Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
going back to our love for Star Wars, the Star Wars franchise has kind of like, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, taken a lull. The next real big thing coming up is the Ahsoka series in August. That's going to be something because the Ahsoka series, if you haven't, now some advice to you guys if when you go see this, if you have not seen the animated series Star Wars Rebels, you might be a little lost on the Ahsoka series. You might be. Um, because the two are very connected, and I would strongly advise you watch the 4 seasons of Star Wars Rebels, like binge watch it or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
while before when the Ahsoka series comes out or before it, whatever. Just kind of. I would advise you watch that too. This is another lightsaber I have, called the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just showing off my lightsabers as I speak. Um, Hold on for a minute. This is a baselit saber. It's not a. It's not a what you call it. It's not what's that called? A neopixel. It's not a neopixel blade. But I love this
Yeah.
because the handle is mad long, and I like the windows in it. It has a great flash on clash. It's mad cool. So anyway, this is another
Mm-hmm.
saber that I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy very much. Um, so yeah, so I would. What was that? Was that you, Jamal? Oh, that's a delay. He ain't. Good. I heard Darth Vader for a second.
Yeah, I'm just messing with my lightsaber.
Oh, okay, okay. So
It has like
it has
no,
it
it
has
has like
different sound
I'm
effects.
keep pressing the button and it gets
Yeah. So
ah!
yeah,
I'm
total.
blinded.
Oh, you turned on the wrong light. Here, I have another one here.
Yeah. N-
There's this one from Dark Wolf,
mm.
and this one this one I have on green. Oh no, actually, it's kind of like an orangey.
Mhm.
I, it's like, is that orange to you? It looks orangey on the screen, which is kind of cool because the villains in the Ahsoka series, their lightsabers are kind of like this color. It's like an orangey color, you know. So I kind of wonder what that's about, right? Well, I guess we'll find out. You know, that's gonna be mad cool.
Turn it off.
Um, oops, everything's falling. So you know, so that's all that's really going on here. We got again. I'm
Yeah.
gonna if anybody wants to join us and share any Star Wars moments, anything that you guys want to like share that you heard about Star Wars lately. Like, I'll tell you something that I like to share. I was at a friend's house, his son's birthday on Saturday, and there's a video game that he showed me on his PS5. I don't have a PS5, but it's called Jedi Survivor. Do you have that game, Jamal? Yeah.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good, and
Mm.
I was like, and apparently it's supposed to take place somewhere between Empire and Jedi, between those two films, you know.
Mm.
But you know,
Mm.
it was pretty cool. I was like, oh, this is a nice game. So I would definitely check out Jedi Survivor. For those of you who have not yet
Mhm.
seen that, Frankie, there he is. It was actually this guy's place that showed me the game. Frankie can share a lot more than I could, because I only saw just a little bit, a glimpse, have you, of what that game has to offer and stuff like that. And I thought it was pretty cool. So the idea as in most games, have you noticed that most video games these days it's like this adventure? You got to like walk through everything and explore things and go through things and all that. Jedi
Mm.
Survivor seems to be kind of like that.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool. My idea for the lightsaber cafe moving forward, if I can give you guys some news about it, is that I'm planning on doing another show next week, but it's not going to be live. It's going to be pre-recorded, and it's the topic is going to be about the Sith. Okay. And the different kinds of Sith and what they're all about. And we have that book, right? The Book of the Sith, right, Jamel? We've had it for
Yeah.
years already.
Mhm.
So that's pretty awesome that we can use that as a reference, so to
Yes.
speak.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Jamel,
Yes, sir.
tell me something you would know about the Sith. Actually,
Mm. Well, well,
share some of your knowledge.
the Sith, they're kind of complicated to understand because they basically make their decisions based on power and selfishness
And
and
passion.
yeah, and passion. And you know their group is kind of a mystery, because it's ever since, I mean, we have like a large knowledge of the Siths before Disney debunked everything and just basically just put it towards hello.
I'm right here. I'm
Oh,
listening.
okay. So what happens is that Disney's Sith is basically from Darth Bane to Plagueis to Sidious.
Mm-hmm.
Our extensive knowledge of the Sith dates back many years. You had Exar Khan, you had
Darth Revan.
Darth Revan, you had Darth wow, there's a
Malagus?
lot,
Malagus?
Malagus,
Malagus?
Darth
Yeah.
Zana,
Darth Zeno
um
was an apprentice to Darth Bane.
yeah, yeah. So it's that the Sith is one of the things is that I like the Sith. As a matter of fact, when I become an official member of the Saber Guild, that's basically who I'm going to be.
Oh, you're gonna be a Sith?
Is
Okay.
a Sith.
Okay.
Um, yeah, yeah. I actually got already got my what do you call it? My kit already
Is it a is you
panned
said you were
out. I don't
getting
know if I
measurement?
sent you the pictures.
No, no, no. I didn't see the pictures yet. You didn't send me any pictures yet. You have like a garb, right? Like something to wear. He's looking for it. Yeah, I have. One cool thing I can't. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Very good. Very
Mm-hmm.
good. Very good. Very nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Looking
actually
forward
got a
to
hood attached to it.
looking. Nice. Looking forward to seeing you in it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you in it. It's gonna be one of those things that
Yeah, and you become once you also become a member, you actually get like a little trading card.
they give you a trading card.
This is
They should pay you.
um yeah.
I don't need no stinking trading card.
I call it this is Michelle Montanez. She's actually the director of Saber Guild. She goes
Mm.
by the name of Jade Talon when she's a Sith. She's
Oh,
dressed as a
okay.
Sith. It's pretty cool.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm planning on getting all Sithy for Halloween this year too. I'm trying to figure out what. One thing I've noticed at like at Comic Cons and stuff like that is that
Mm-hmm.
people you could dress up in whatever you want. You don't have to be a specific character. You can create your own
Mm-hmm.
character, and
Right.
so that's good. So I'm thinking about maybe I'm going to try to go that route this year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
for my dress up. I'm not planning on going to Comic Con this year,
Mm.
but for other
Yeah.
things, yeah, like maybe a Halloween party or something. I don't know. I just want to,
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot.
experience.
A lot of. I know I have like two friends that are actually members of the Saber Guild. That's actually at San Diego.
Okay.
And what they're telling me is that San Diego Comic Con is not really that great this year because of what's going on with the SAG Astra strike, and
Because
a
of the
lot of
strike?
actors can't appear
Oh my
because they're
God.
unionized with SAG
Mm,
because of the strike. Yeah.
that's interesting.
And then not only that, but there's a lot of things that are being put on hold as far as television, as far as movies. From what I know, Disney's one of the companies that's involved in the
What?
strike. So the SAG Astra strike.
Do you think that would cause a
And
delay in the production of those three movies they mentioned during?
yeah, as long as it keeps going on, yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. I mean, they they haven't promoted Ahsoka yet. I haven't seen one commercial
What? What are you talking about?
since
Of
they
course.
dropped the trailer.
But they're gonna show it. They're gonna. It's not like
Since
they're
they
not
dropped
gonna
the
play
trailer,
it.
I haven't seen one commercial on television.
Yeah, that's fine. But they're still
Oh
gonna
no, they're
play
not gonna
it.
play it, but they're not gonna. They can't do any kind of interpromotional for it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean. No
They can't do
promotion.
any kind of
They'll
promotion.
just put it on Disney
Yeah,
Plus on the
no
23rd.
promotion. No. Yeah, they'll just put it on Disney Plus. Yeah.
All right.
Hmm. I mean, I
Most
think it's
likely.
gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great, but let's see what happens.
That's strange because they just dropped the trailer for the Daryl Dixon series on The Walking Dead today. I saw it a little while ago.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
apparently
saw
there are
I saw the
some
trailer last
things.
night.
Yeah, so apparently there are some things that are still able to kind of slip through the cracks, so to speak, regardless
Hmm.
of whatever strike they're doing. You know,
Hmm.
again, that I'm not looking forward. I mean, I'm not excited for these new Star Wars movies like I was for the sequel trilogy. I was
Hmm.
excited for that, and then I got let down. You know,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
but but whatever they decide to do with those three films, I'm just gonna just hold
Hmm.
back and just kind of wait and see what happens.
Mm.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, what can you do? Like Disney's in control of the whole thing. They're gonna do whatever they want.
Hmm.
If they
Yeah.
don't want to listen to the fan base, which they're not, then
Yeah.
they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I mean, I personally can't stand
Yeah. I
it.
think I.
Like
Yeah, I
these,
think this game they're gonna have their ups and downs whenever something happens. I
it's
mean, Dave
terrible.
Filoni is basically in charge of the Ahsoka series, but I'm pretty sure Dave is gonna try and do as much as he can to protect these characters and try to make the first season a good season.
I hope so. Because
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
you know, but I guess we'll see what happens. I
it's
mean,
gonna be
let's be
interesting.
real. Let's be real. The third season of The Mandalorian wasn't very strong. It wasn't very strong. It was fine. It was all right, but it wasn't very strong.
I mean, not every series, not every, yeah, but not every series has a good. Not every series is good, but not every season is gonna be like top notch. The first two seasons were great. Obviously, going into season three, they needed something to keep going. You know,
It sounded
because
it. Mhm.
the good thing about season three is that they introduce some returning characters from Rebels in one of the episodes of Mandalorian.
Well, unfortunately, they're at. I mean,
Yeah.
I could tell that Mandalorian season was the last one. Like I don't. There's not going to be a season four.
Hmm.
Like you could tell because it ended on such a very closed note. It's that everything okay. I'm not saying we're never going to see the Mandalorian and Grogu again. We're gonna see him again, but not in their own series.
Right.
They're gonna probably
Right.
show up in other stuff.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there and stuff. But they're not gonna. Mandalorian is over as far
Well,
as
Dave
I
Filoni
could
is
tell.
supposed to be doing. Yeah, from what I heard, Dave Filoni is supposed to do a movie combining Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka, and somehow bring it all together into to a head in a film.
Yeah, but will that really happen, or is that just talk?
I mean, we don't know yet. We don't know yet what
Right? We don't know.
the
We
title
don't know.
would be, but, no, we don't know. We would have to wait and see how Ahsoka does.
Yeah, we have to. We're gonna have to. There's nothing else we
Hmm.
can do with that. I mean,
Yeah,
again, everything's kind of like in a lull right now. I feel like we are in a Star Wars
yeah.
lull. The only big thing they got going right now is the Ahsoka series that's coming up in August. That's it. That's it. Everything else is kind of like, there's nothing else going on really. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you can't always be constantly on the move, constantly, like jumping in, like this is it, like
Mm-hmm.
we're not. It's never always gonna be a well functioning oiled machine that's gonna keep going. I like the idea, and maybe that's what it needs right now. I mean, think about it. There was definitely a low between
No, it's not.
1983 and 1999,
Yeah.
right? So if you think about it in that perspective,
Right.
this might be the
Mm-hmm.
thing we that the Star Wars franchise needs right
Mm-hmm.
now, in order for it to have some kind of a renaissance, so to speak, of its true nature. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is, you know, um, kind of like criticizing on this and condemning that and anticipating this and hating that, and I'm guilty as charged. I'm guilty as charged for it too and stuff like that. But the idea that one can just do
Yeah.
whatever they want to a franchise like Star Wars, I don't
Right.
know what Kathleen Kennedy is thinking. To politicizing things and making it like this and trying to, it just, there are things in those sequel films especially that just made me like so upset,
I mean,
like I'm, it's bad.
yeah.
It's bad,
I mean,
you know,
it's obviously there's obviously a lot of things that she doesn't do right. I mean,
for real.
as far as trying to get a good writer to make a good script, and not only that, and not only
Delay.
um, you need to show people. If I'm gonna write a script, I'm gonna show you what I'm writing. I'm not just gonna tell you. If you're just gonna tell somebody, it's like, yeah, we didn't see it, but you're telling me. Oh, okay, fine. Whatever. No, it's not the way it should be. When you're trying to write something, you need to show them what you're writing. What is it that you're telling us? One of the things when I saw your first episode and you guys were talking about the Last Jedi, um, one of the things that popped into my head was the fact that they never showed us how what happened to Luke and how he got on that island. What was the main reason that he got on that island? I think they should have at least had a scene where they actually showed us what happened to him. What was the reason why he ended up you know?
Was it ever mentioned in the
It
books? I
makes
know.
no sense.
Was it mentioned in the books? You
That's
said
like
you've read the
poor
books.
writing. That's poor. Hmm?
The books.
What happened?
The books. Was it ever mentioned in the books why
What
he did
happened?
that? Okay. The
In the
transmission is off
books,
again.
why he left? No. No, they didn't. They never did. They never did. They just said that
Okay.
he ended up in they basically just reiterated what Han said on the Force Awakens
That he was looking for the
and just
first
ran with
Jedi
it.
temple. Yeah. I have here the 4K of the entire Skywalker
Hmm.
saga. That's what it's called, the Skywalker saga, right? And if you own this, it's cool because it has a lot of cool stuff in it. It has all 9 films. Of course, those last 3 are ugh, right.
Hmm.
And I feel really bad. Like
Hmm.
when you open it, I
Hmm.
already redeemed all the codes, so right. Um, but here when you open it, it looks like this. It looks like this, and then when you do this, it's like a book. Hold up,
Hmm.
right? And there's a letter here from Mark Hamill, a Mark Hamill letter, and it has the Star Wars logo in the beginning, right? And then when you start
Hmm.
flipping through it, you see the
Oh, cool.
artwork. There's a lot of conception artwork, you know, along with the discs. The
Mm-hmm.
discs are like right here, and it goes from each film.
Mm-hmm.
From A to B. It's pretty cool. Um, I'm not gonna go through all of it right now because it's just a lot. But what saddens me is that they go out of their way to make something like this, but those last three films have definitely left a bad mark on the franchise because they didn't know what they were thinking
Mm-hmm.
when they were doing
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
look, Frankie says it right here. Not a fan of Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
She must be drinking sour blue milk. I'm gonna try to get blue milk up in here. I just need some food coloring. I gotta buy food coloring because if it's the Lightsaber Cafe, I gotta have blue milk. Instead of red wine. But you know what? Right now, the red wine would do me just fine because after everything I've been through this week, I effing need it. I'm not an alcoholic. I will not do that to myself. I'm a lightweight. I really am. This is the most I pretty much have every once in a blue moon and stuff like that. Some
Mm.
people feel like they have to. Hey, Robert makes the cut is here. Robert, hey Robert, do you have any Star Wars stories you want to show us or share with us? Here, I'm gonna send a link if you want to join us in the chat. I'm gonna put it right there. And Robert, feel free to join us because I know you got stuff. You got everything. Robert is a treasure trove of pop culture. He's got so much stuff. It's not even funny. It's like, my God. So if Robert joins us, that would be awesome because I would love to hear or see what Robert, anything Star Wars you want to share with us, any collectibles, any Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks, any nice packagings, like right here. I have my Star Wars saga here. My Skywalker saga. Excuse me, Skywalker. I gotta call it right. You know about the hotels, right, Jamel? They closed the hotels
Oh
in
yeah.
Florida. Oh God,
Yeah.
terrible, terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. And we had to close it. Yeah, you had to close it because you guys were charging over the freaking. There's no way you could sustain something like that on that price tag.
Yeah.
Like $4,000 a night. Are you
Mm-hmm.
crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what these people were thinking. Trying to
Mm-hmm.
like sustain something like that. And I'm like, you got all these other hotels, and like I've been to Disney. I've been to Disney World in Florida, and
Right.
they have like different theme hotels, animation, movies, music. Those are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those are decently okay for what it's worth. Those have always been our go-tos. But
Right.
this place was ridiculous.
Hmm.
Would I have liked to have experienced it? Of course I would have. Of course I would
Right.
have. But come on, man. It's too
Mm-hmm.
much money.
Yeah.
It's almost a slap in the face to even rich folks. Even rich folks were probably like, "Are you kidding me? Really?"
Yeah. It was a lot of. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
lot of
because
money.
it makes no sense for something like that to be so pricey. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why who came up with those prices. So
Yeah.
now they're closing it. I'm like, well, then that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, the expensive hotel with no windows. It's true. It's true. Sorry, what happened to Jamel? Jamel got kicked off. Look at that. Jamel's been having internet issues, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Sorry to say. Uh, I'm sure he'll get back on. Uh, but I think we're anticipating Robert to come in and also join us. Um, it's really sad when you try to, I like a part of me wishes that George Lucas kept Lucasfilm and not sold it and did the sequel trilogy himself. Because it's him. Say what you want about the prequels. Say what you want about the things he, about that Jar Jar Binks, Padme. Okay, say what you want, but it was George Lucas. Okay, Star Wars is his baby. He invented that. He created that. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been. Oh, this wouldn't have. Come on, man. I saw Star Wars when I was 8 years old at the RKO Fordham in the Bronx. When I was 8 years old, and my life has never been the same since. I have George Lucas to thank for that. Okay, and here is Robert from Robert Makes the
Hey,
Cut. How you doing, Robert? How's
how
things?
you guys doing?
All right, I lost Jamel. Jamel got, his Wi-Fi kind of went on the. His Wi-Fi's been on the blink.
Oh, great, great.
No, it's not great. That's so sad. How could you say that?
Oh man,
um, But how have you been, Robert?
I've
Tell
been
me.
good. I've been good. Thank you. How you been doing?
Um, I've been all right. Like this is just basically a hangout hour, right
No
now.
problem. Yeah,
Huh?
thanks for the invite.
Yeah, 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 of course. We're just talking Star Wars stuff. You know. What do you have of Star Wars, Robert? Anything
Well, I have
special?
the what do you call it? The Skywalker saga.
Yeah, this right.
Yeah, yeah. It's up there underneath all the other stuff. But um, you know what? I don't know if this is. I got this from AMC. It's not like the best. Well, I'll show it to you. It's a little pin of Rise of Skywalker, the opening night.
You never took it out of the plastic.
No, I never did. Well, this one kind of oh
What?
this one kind of put the nail in the coffin a little bit of the new saga. I thought, but
Why?
well, I like the other two, but this one was just
You like Last Jedi?
a lot better than I did Rise of Skywalker.
You know what it felt like for me? Like I did not like Last Jedi. I felt like Last Skywalker was a desperate attempt to apologize for Last Jedi, but they
Yeah,
just made it worse.
they just see. You know what they should have done with the new. I don't know why they didn't think of it. They should have asked the fans like us. How come? Why don't you bring Leia, Han, and Luke in a mission again? Join everybody together.
Yeah, they,
3PO, R2D2, everybody.
yeah,
Well, how come they didn't do all this? I have nothing against Daisy, Daisy Ridley. That's fine, But if you can include they're in their mission and all that, and
right.
it was just a lost opportunity. I thought. I don't know why they did it this way. Well, Harrison Ford didn't want nothing to do with Han Solo anymore. So, but my first memory I want to tell you is I was 10 years old when I
Uh,
when I saw New Hope
ooh, okay.
at the theater in Torrance, California. I remember that. My
Aha. Tell
my,
me about that.
my cousin took me, and he goes, "Hey, hey, let's go to the movies. This crazy movie." I go, "What's it about?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know. It's something about." I go, "Man, it looks like a hairy dog and a kid piloting the ship." And I go, "What?" I don't know. I go, "All right, I'll go with you. I'll go with you." Oh, yeah, all right, yeah. Everybody's talking about it, so I didn't know what to I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
I remember, back in the day, you got to stay in line and all that, right? You
Yeah.
can't get it on, you can't get it on your phone, an app. You got to physically get a ticket. Boy,
That's
man,
right.
that really changed my life. I love the theater, the movie theaters ever since that day. I don't know. I was 10 years old. I could remember what theater it was,
Yeah.
and that was a lasting cinematic memory I have. It. I go, wow. I remember it was packed.
It changed my life too.
Yeah.
It changed my life too. I went to the RKO. It was me. My grandmother went.
Oh,
Help me figure that out. Hold on, Jamel was. Yeah, I was like so. I was so amazed, blown away. You know, it was my mom, my grandmother, my cousin, and my sister, and me. It was the five of us, and we went, and I never was the same since. You know, the following Christmas was I want action figures, I want the spaceships, I want the TIE
Oh
fighter,
yeah.
I want the X-wing fighter. I had the TIE fighter, the X-wing fighter, the Dart. You know, I was, you know, I wasn't that, you know, deprived. I really got a lot of cool stuff for Christmas. For the next few Christmases after, you know. It's like I had the TIE fighter, the X-wing fighter. I had the snow speeder
Right.
from Empire Strikes Back. I had the droid factory. There was a droid factory. You could make your own droid. I wasn't too crazy about that. I had Luke's land speeder. I had all 12
right.
figures. Eventually, I had all 12 figures. You know, so yeah, I can't say it was that bad for me. I have to admit.
I remember when Force Awakens came out. Remember that everybody was making a big deal.
I loved Force Awakens, to be
I did.
honest with you,
Yeah.
because but it's what they did with it afterwards that messed it up.
Yeah. You know, yeah, you got your legacy characters in there.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted to see. You know. And I remember I was working still. I bought the tickets like 3 months before, and they were telling me like my buddy, thank God for him, he took my overtime. I was being held over for another shift. I go, I was telling him, I go, man, they told me I got to, what do you, I was telling everybody I'm going to see Force Awakens tonight. And I got, hey man, I think I'm getting held over. What? No, I don't know. We'll figure. They go. No, my buddy goes. We'll figure it out, man. Let me. So my buddy took my overtime for me, and I let.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I barely made it to the theater, man. Something told me. I was in uniform, so I took a pair of jeans with me. I changed in the parking lot.
You changed in the parking lot.
Well, yeah.
Indecent exposure.
Yeah. No, nobody saw. I was quick.
Okay.
I just had to pair. I'm not. I can't go in there in my. Oh yeah, I had a picture of it right here. Look. So I was just still in the t-shirt.
A few. Oh, hey.
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was you changing.
No. Oh, it was a big deal. People cosplaying at that theater where I went to. And
oh my God! Did they have lightsabers?
I think somebody did. Not like yours though.
Yeah, that would have been annoying, right? Imagine they turned that on in the middle of the movie. They would have been like, "Yo, turn that off, yo."
They should have turned that on. I wouldn't mind Rise of Skywalker.
That would have been like, "Yo, I'm trying to watch the movie. Why you like doing this? I can't. Hey, I'm trying to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Come on."
That last few lines really got to me. In the last, I told, don't say it. Don't say it. When that old lady asked who Ray was. Oh, come on.
Let me tell you something. I saw a video. It was like a bootleg of somebody in recording that moment in the theater. And when she said Ray Skywalker, the whole audience booed. Boo. I'm like, yeah. You know, it's like, damn right you booed. She's no Skywalker.
Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah,
what were they thinking?
They were trying to salvage everything to, like the fourth quarter. They know that this is the last of the trilogy.
It's like trying to put a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Yeah,
that's what they were trying to do.
I kind of love. One thing I didn't like about Jedi is how like Luke went to a hermit. I can't believe he would do that. There's no fight in him.
The way I looked at it, you see, when I saw him like that at the end of Force Awakens, I was still waiting for a proper explanation in the next film. But then the explanation that they had in the next film didn't deliver.
No.
And was not satisfactory. Just wasn't. Because they totally messed up his character. The brave young Jedi that we knew of in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
That's who we wanted to see.
Yeah, we don't want to see a hermit.
Hermit defeated,
Angry.
he's decrepit. He's all my life. What?
Drinking that alien milk. That was so.
That was stupid.
That was weird. Why is he staring at Ray when he's drinking that from the titty?
I don't understand.
That is so weird.
That was so dumb. I'll never understand that, dude. I'll never understand that.
I like the lightsaber scenes, like with Kylo Ren, with Adam Driver.
Yeah.
With the Imperial guards and all. That was cool.
Like I liked. Yeah. I mean, sure. Yes. Snoke's guards when they were fighting them.
Yeah, Snoke's guards. Yeah.
Yeah. Like sure. But it still doesn't. Still,
No.
like again, when you think of what could have been, I can't help but think of what could have been. What could have been.
Yep.
And all they had to do was write out the synopsis for all three films instead of making it up as they went along. Because do you think they had bringing back the Emperor in mind when they were doing Force Awakens? Hell no.
No. It's like throwing like they're making it like some kind of stew. Let's throw that in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's throw this in there.
And it tasted horrible.
How is Kathleen Kennedy still attached to Lucasfilm? I just when you working for a company, when you screw up, you're fired.
There was rumors about for the last few weeks that they did fire her, but I don't think those carried any substance. So
I
haven't heard anything since. So.
Right, and we're supposed to get some more Star Wars films, right?
We're supposed to get 3 more, but because of the actor strike that's hitting right now, the film industry.
It's going to be a while.
It might be a while.
Maybe they could think. Maybe they could just. Maybe they'll give them time to think of something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, by then they might have to wheel my ass into the theater.
Don't rush these things.
Get
a story going, right? Get a story.
Don't like there's 3 stories. One is, I'm not sure of the third one, but one is about Rey again. They're bringing back Daisy Ridley, and the new Jedi Order. Like she's raising,
I don't mind that. But it seems like a track record. I'm going a little off subject, but like these legacy characters, like Indiana Jones. Why are they doing that?
You didn't like the Indiana Jones movie? The new one?
I liked it. Some things about it. It had that Indiana Jones flavor in it, but it was kind of it was meh. It was like
You're gonna have meh because he's like in his 80s now. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah, but But the way they did the character, like the goddaughter, like she was kind of annoying. I
it was annoying, a bit annoying.
She knows everything. You mean to tell me you know more than Indiana Jones?
She didn't.
She tried. I wish Indiana Jones shot her with his revolver or something. That's what I wanted to see.
It was almost as if she was the star and he was like a sidekick.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like for a bit.
I don't like where it's going. He's all washed up. He's by himself in an apartment, divorced with Marion. No one's paying attention to his college courses.
Oh, Jamel's back. Hold up. Let me get him in.
All right.
Jamel's back. Hey, Jamel.
No.
All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry,
Yo,
Robert.
what's up?
Keep going. Hey, Robert was just talking about Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones movie. Go ahead.
How there's a connection. We got Luke all jacked up in Last Jedi, like a hermit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we fast forward to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
He's all washed up. And I don't mind seeing a strong female. And that's not it, but God, that's not a way to treat a legacy character. This is last hurrah. And you know what they messed up? They should have got Short Round in there somehow.
Wouldn't that have been something?
I think it would have been. I think it would have been dope.
That would have been nice.
See the thinking.
A nice callback.
Yeah, you see the thinking of how we think of stories and how the execs do.
Yeah,
they're not thinking about fans. They just think about it corporate wise. They're not really fans of the franchises and all that. You can tell.
No, it's all about the money.
Right.
If you just
Yeah.
if you're not a fan of, okay, you want to make money, fine. Why don't you hire someone like Jon Favreau or somebody like that? Let him handle this.
Exactly.
Dave
So
Filoni.
Jon Favreau and what's the other guy?
David Filoni.
David Filoni.
Dave-
Those
Dave
guys
Filoni.
know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like make them do it.
Mhm.
The other film they're talking about is about the rise. It's called something about the rise of the Jedi or something like that. When they first appeared, going back, they said 25,000 years, and which irks me because I know that the history of the Jedi, according to our legends and our sources, go back even farther than that. Right, Jamel?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does.
Further than the old Republic and all that, right?
Exactly. You know, so it goes
Yeah.
farther back in that 25,000. That's not when the Jedi first rose. Who gave you that timetable?
Yeah.
You know, like
They're gonna. I'm kind of.
Well,
I
Legends.
don't know.
Well, before Disney debunked the old book series, the old timeline, they had just made a book called the Jedi. I
okay.
think it was called Into the Void, and
Okay.
I actually have that book. It's in one of. It's a very interesting book on how they were trying to delve into the beginning of the Jedi. You know,
okay.
and
Okay.
they were going based off of the history of the Jedi, not.
Oh,
Not
that's right.
the
It was
word
pronounced
Jedi.
differently. The Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
The Jedi.
Jedi. Yeah.
Jedi. That's harder to
And
say
once
than
Once
Jedi.
that book was
That takes a
yeah.
little bit more energy.
So once that
Hmm.
once that book came out, Disney just debunked the whole thing and just wanted to do their own timeline.
Did their thing, yeah.
Well, they suck.
Yeah, so now they're
And I'm
new
glad your
series
hotel's
called The High
closed.
Republic.
I'm glad your hotel closed, Disney. Good for you. Screw that. That's what you get.
They're just hemorrhaging in money right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're bleeding out.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
they're-
that's what you get. That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
get. Good for you.
They're they're really bleeding money, but what I'm pretty sure you guys know about this. Bob Iger had said that they're going to be doing budget cuts for both Marvel and Star Wars.
Okay.
So they're basically cutting a lot of stuff that originally
Here's the
was
budget cuts.
supposed
Ready?
to be coming in the near future. So I don't know. I don't know
Instead
if Kathleen Kennedy's 3-picture deal is going to make the cut.
Here's the budget cut. Here's the budget cut version. Instead of CGI, they're gonna be like, let's use our hands. Pew, 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 pew.
But they're not cutting Bob Iger's salary. He's making $27 million a year.
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
one of the
really?
reasons why we're on strike. And that's one of the reasons why they're on strike. The SAG-AFTRA, they're on strike because
See,
of that.
that's some
Because
BS, yo.
owners are making more money. Owners are making more money than the actual actors.
That's a
the
crying
shame. And you know what's also a crying shame? The ones that are losing money are the actors that make movies in all these other places. They don't pay. They make a lot less money than they would if they were making a movie with a studio.
yeah, and
Yeah.
And I heard one
Yeah.
of the writers of
And
Mandalorian. She's going back. She's doing Uber Eats.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, she says it's doing Uber Eats, man. It's wild. It's not sustainable. It's so like okay.
I can't believe it, man. That is so sad.
It is. A lot of these writers,
Streaming service.
actors, they're
Yeah,
working
I
at
mean-
coffee shops, restaurants.
Let me tell you something. I remember when me and Ralph was talking during COVID, and we were talking with Alex about if the streaming services were gonna make a lot of money. And to me, I don't think it's actually making a lot of money. I think it's actually killing a lot of stuff. It's basically
Really? How so?
killing the yeah. It's killing Hollywood. I mean, it's like
You think
they're
streaming is a
they're
bad
gonna they're
thing?
gonna make more. Yeah, yeah. If it wasn't a bad stream, they wouldn't be having a strike.
See,
Yo, Frankie's crazy. Look, the Ewoks are now selling hot dogs.
shit, man, they might turn to cannibalism in a minute.
Ah!
You walk on a stick or something.
They're killing.
That's
They're
what
killing.
I'm talking about.
What the porgs? What is it? The porgs from
Oh, the porgs, yeah.
Porgs!
the last the Korgs. They're killing the Korgs. They're like
They're killing the
curing
porgs. They're
Korgs.
putting them. They're
Remember,
sticking them in the.
in
what-
Last Jedi? Yeah. Remember what
It's-
Chewie did in the Last Jedi? He was
Yes,
trying to eat.
that was
Oh,
messed
yeah.
up. That was
It was
wrong. And they were looking at him like,
Yeah.
that was mine. That was wrong. I was like, oh, you're making them feel bad.
He was like, you
That was
killed my
great.
vibe.
That was funny. I have to admit, that was a funny scene. I was like, really? You're going to do this to poor Chewie? I do, man.
It's gonna be wild, man. Because see, what's wrong with the average moviegoer? Like, probably I probably don't fit. I go to the movies every week. I got that A-list, so I'll go like every week, right? It allows me to. So
Yeah, me too.
yeah, so not everybody's like that, Rob. Not everybody like us. There's people that go like, there's a big tentpole film like Barbie or Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. They'll go to that.
They're running to Barbie. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go see Barbie. Why would I want to see
I don't
Barbie?
know. I saw Oppenheimer.
Me too. What do you think?
I thought it kind of lost a little pacing towards the end
Really?
for me.
Oh, you know why? Because after you saw the test happen,
Yeah.
it kind of was like, okay, that was the bet. That was the moment. So after that, it was kind of like, oh, is that what it means?
I don't think it's Christopher Nolan's best. Everybody says like the Dark Knight, but I like Inception and Interstellar.
I did not like Inception.
You didn't like it,
It gave me a headache. All this backwards crap. I was like, come on, man. Just...
And the last few films, like like Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, I thought it was okay. It just I don't know if it's my age or what.
Ah! Why are you blaming your age?
These movies are running too long.
Ah! You know what movie is coming out this week that I'm gonna check out? I'm gonna review it here on the channel. Not Lights Out. What's it called? Talk to Me.
Yes, I'm gonna see it on Wednesday. I have an early access.
How do you get that?
It's on AMC.
What? How come I don't have that? Like the earliest I could see it is Thursday night.
Yeah, early access. There's Wednesday.
I don't see any early access.
I was gonna go to
AMC Plus.
I was gonna go to the haunted house, but just to get the pin and get out. But it's at the same time. So
A Haunted Mansion, you mean?
Haunted Mansion. I mean, that's what I don't want to even want to see that.
That's a light, fun film. Go
mean,
see it. Have fun.
Okay, maybe.
Have fun. It's not deep.
Yeah, but have you seen Cobweb yet?
No, not yet. Have you?
Yeah, good.
You see, that's that early access crap again, right?
No, I saw it on a Thursday.
So it's already out in theaters?
Yeah, Cobweb was like last week already.
Holy God.
But see that kind of film.
I got to
is
see
sitting
it.
under the rug because of all these big blockbusters, these smaller films.
Was Cobweb good?
It was good. It's a little slow burn.
No.
The climax is crazy, man.
Okay, I'm going to definitely see it.
You'll like it. It's
All right. I got to review it. It's a horror movie. It's horror and coffee.
That's right. Anthony stars excellently as the creepy father.
The creepy father.
Yeah.
There's the creepy father. There's the creepy mother. There's the creepy kids. There's the creepy wall because there's some smaller noises behind the wall.
It's the same, I think, producers of Barbarian.
Yes,
Mm.
I heard of that. I heard that.
Yeah, it's from Lionsgate, but
What interests me about Talk to Me is it's an A24 film.
yes,
And the last horror film that messed me up was an A24 film. I'm talking about Hereditary. That was a few years ago already.
I remember that.
And I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about Talk to Me. They're
Oh
saying
yeah,
that this
yeah.
is definitely the horror movie
I
of
don't
the
know.
year.
I'm. Hey, I get my issues of Fangoria every 3 months.
There, Fangoria! It's still there! Look at that! Ah! Amazing. I love it. I should get a
They still
subscription
exist?
to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
but
still exist.
it's every quarter. Oh, hey, don't forget about this one, The Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, the last voyage of the Demeter or
Yeah,
Demeter or whatever.
yeah, it's gonna come out next month. That looks
Oh,
pretty
I'm
good.
so excited for that. I really want to see
Mm.
that. I don't. I
Mhm.
don't look at it as like, oh my god, I'm gonna get scared. I look at it as more of an adventure to me.
You see what I mean? Something. See, we need movies like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not a sequel. Not belong to the franchise. Oh, nothing. See, Hollywood plays it so safe now. It got to be part of a franchise. It got to be part of a sequel.
Frankie has something interesting here. Ralph, do you know the prequel, The Pet Cemetery, coming soon? It looks interesting.
Oh yeah,
Is it
Paramount
prequel?
Plus.
I did not know that.
Do they need a prequel?
That's what I'm asking. Maybe how the Pet Cemetery was first created.
I saw that. I saw that one with Jason Clarke. I love Jason Clarke as an actor,
Right.
but
Mm.
that remake or whatever you want, revision or whatever, that requel, whatever, that was shit.
Mm.
I saw the remake. I thought it was okay. It didn't
Well,
have the same impact as the
no.
original.
John
No.
Lithgow was good. I like John Lithgow in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fine.
I actually finally, I actually finally saw Evil Dead Rises.
Oh, what do you think?
Let me tell you
No?
something.
Jamel told me the story already.
The-
Go ahead.
Okay.
He got traumatized. He was like, "Oh God."
No. What happened was that this is a movie that I've been dying to see, since for like forever. And I keep telling my wife, let's watch it. It's already on streaming service. I have no problems. No, I don't want to watch it at night. I was okay, fine. We'll watch it during the day. Fine.
That was crazy, huh?
He froze up again.
So
That Spectrum Internet.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh,
He's gone.
No, is he gone?
I think so.
Oh, do I got? Oh yeah, I got it right here.
What do you got there, Robert? What is it? Evil Dead. Look at that. A 4K
Yeah.
remastered. Yeah, I didn't buy it because it came out on Max, HBO Max. I have HBO Max.
Oh, I gotta get. Sometimes we gotta get. You know, at Films at Home in the Instagram, he got a snippet from an interview with Christopher Nolan. It looks like he's at a video store or something, and he made a good point.
What?
About physical media. Like my films are, other than seeing them in the theater, the next best thing is seeing them on physical media, either Blu-ray or 4K. He said the same. Like he's like us. He's rather go that way because streaming, it doesn't pixelate. You know what you got the best possible copy, and plus it's physically in your hand. You can enjoy the artwork.
Well, is there any special artwork in that thing? He's like, it's the artwork. There's not much shit.
Not this one, but
it's all right.
you see the disc.
It's pretty.
Yeah, the disc is
okay.
What movie?
But it came with a digital copy, right?
Evil, digital copy.
Okay.
Oh, Evil Dead Rises.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jamel's back.
Aside from the beginning, which actually kind of like traumatized me a bit because of my anxiety kicked in for some reason. I guess it was because I hyped myself up. I hyped myself up to see the film, and then when I finally saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta stop." But then I went back to watch the film with my wife, and there were like a lot of funny moments.
Yeah.
That I just started cracking up on, like The one
Really?
scene that I cracked up on was when they were looking through the peephole, and you see the old man with the shotgun, and he shoots her, and then next thing you know, she comes coming right back at him. I was like, "What the hell is
You thought that was
this?"
funny?
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I cracked up. I cracked up towards the end when they all came back. I was like, "Well, what's the point of this?" I was like, "They all died and they all came back. What's the whole point of this?"
Well, it's called
It's
Evil
just
Dead for a reason.
crazy. My wife was like, maybe it's because of the book. I was like, then torch the book already. That's the only way you're gonna get rid of it.
I don't think
Yeah.
that would have worked
Nah.
because it was already out there. They did
I
the
think
Conda, Eric Estrada, all that crap.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I got
But
the
the ending,
I haven't seen the series yet. I got this on Macari for like $20.
mm,
Is that
Oh.
the series?
Yeah, all 3 seasons.
Oh, nice.
nah.
Nice.
You know what? Bruce Campbell. I got his photo op. They refunded the money. He had to cancel his. He had an obligation.
Guess who's there? Nate.
Nate.
Meanwhile, this is the Lightsaber Cafe, but we're talking horror, which is fine. I don't
Oh,
care.
sorry.
If it went off on a tangent on that,
Yeah, we
I'm
know
cool
about
with
it.
that.
Yeah, but
That's great.
yeah, horror. I went back. I went earlier in the week. You know the guy who works there. He recognizes me. He goes, "Hey man, you're back again."
Yeah.
I went 3 times last week. As Terrifier, Oppenheimer, and Cobweb last week, earlier in the week.
Nate is like lightsabers are solid too, I guess. What? Of course they are.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
a good profile picture of Nate there.
Nate.
Oh man.
He's got his own. Meanwhile, my eye is still recovering from
Oh man.
laser eye
happened?
surgery.
Oh,
I had
everything's okay.
what?
Everything's okay with your eye.
Yeah, it's taking time. I gotta. Where is Rob's lightsaber? Nate,
I don't have one.
he doesn't have one. You gotta get one, dude.
I got all right.
Yeah, man. There's so many companies out there that you can get them for a good price too. You
I
know?
want to get a Luke Skywalker one, like a green
Then
one.
go to Vader's vault.
Don't
But
go-
but here's the thing: if you want one from the one like that's after the characters that we're known about, they're gonna be more pricier than
Oh,
something
okay.
than something like this one. Than like this
You
one.
want? It's not a great idea to go to Disneyland, right?
No,
I've never gotten one of those, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't get them.
I heard a lot of bad reviews on the Disney
Oh, they're
lightsabers.
probably garbage. Right? You make your own. It sounds like a
Well,
good
no,
idea.
the hilts are fine. It's the light because it's like a fluorescent light.
Yeah. It's not as bright
the-
and cool
the-
as this.
It's not as bright.
I don't know
That's
what
right.
they're thinking. They know these companies exist. This is Vader's Vault. They know
Vader's
companies
Vault.
like this exist where you can look at that. They don't even do that. And they're like, "Oh, why don't you come over here and make a lightsaber here in the lightsaber company?" I'm like, "Dude, don't you see what these other companies are doing? Aren't you taking notes?
Disney, man, you know what they do? They'll
You
get
guys
it-
got more money than they do,
I know.
and you won't even make something like this."
Yeah, all their stuff is like. I don't know where they get it from. They charge highway robbery for everything.
Which is why their hotel closed. Good for you. Good that your hotel closed. Go on you.
What about a company called Ultra Saber?
I have a few of those, but
I think they're at the con last year, right?
Yes, they were. They were at the con.
Yeah.
They were at the con.
Yeah.
Vader's Vault was at the con. Those two companies
were.
were at the con.
Yeah.
They're older companies. I stopped. To be honest with you, they're Vader's Vault. I'm sorry. Ultra Sabers is cool. I have a couple of their sabers. I haven't activated or charged them up in like forever. To be honest, because I've kind of like these are much cooler, but I would say they're solid. They are, but I would definitely go for something like what's the one I Dark Wolf sabers. Their prices are more competitive.
Dark Wolf Sabers.
Uh, Dark Wolf
Yeah,
sabers, and Jamel,
yeah,
yours
because
is what
I
is it
got this
again?
one from Dark Wolf Sabers.
Right. So you know what?
This
How
this
much was
was
that?
this was from Dark Wolf Sabers.
Yeah,
This
that's
one I
look, Robert.
paid.
Oh wow, that was solid.
Yeah,
The Anakin Skywalker one. And how
yeah,
much was that?
from episode 3. This one was 250 plus tax. It came out to like close to
Right.
300.
Okay,
Yeah.
300 there. But if you were to get something like that from another company like Vader's Vault, it would be like twice as much.
Yeah, you'll definitely pay about
Yeah,
five
that
to
looks
600
that
bucks.
looks pretty solid there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks just like just like like a prop right there. Prop
Yeah.
like.
Another company is Saberforge. They're also good. Here's a Saberforge. Here's my Saberforge, Luke Skywalker.
Oh, there, yeah, it looks
and-
just like
Yeah, they're good too.
Mhm.
So they're pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's from Imperial. This one right here is like from Imperial Workshop.
But it's not a
It's a NeoPixel.
it's a NeoPixel saber which has a different kind of blade in it.
Yeah,
You guys can make
It's
a
much
video
brighter.
you guys can make a video on lightsabers. Man.
Oh yeah, don't worry, that's coming too. I just didn't want to jump on that too soon.
yeah, but
We're gonna make a whole show on lightsabers and what they're all about, and whether or not such weapons can actually be made in real life.
yeah, you
one
guys,
day.
you might pick up a sponsorship doing this, man.
That would be nice.
Imagine they send you free demos and all that. Oh shit!
Oh man, that would be nice. I
You
would
know,
do that. I would so do that.
Like
That would-
like just to some YouTubers they give review copies and all that to movies and stuff.
Here, like I
Yeah.
have this one here. This is a long one from this is from Crimson Dawn. That's the name of the company, Crimson Dawn.
I think I heard you mention that one.
Yeah, these guys are good. This is a baselit saber. This is not, the light is in the base, so it gets dimmer
Yeah,
when it gets
looks
to the
looks
tip.
pretty bright from here.
Well, that's because it's the video. It's not that bright in real life.
Oh,
But
no,
look,
alright.
has a flash on flash effect.
Mm.
So that way, if you're fighting with another person that has a lightsaber, you have that nice
Yeah,
effect. I like this saber because the hilt is a little extra long, so you got a lot of leverage
yeah.
to do stuff with.
And
It's
most of
pretty
them are
cool.
rechargeable, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the batteries. This one you plug it right in. It came with a charger right here, and you plug it in, and it charges up. Other ones have a battery
Like
you
this
have to
one?
take out.
This
Yeah.
one I got. This one I got as a mystery box from Imperial Workshop.
Yeah, that one I just showed was a mystery box from Crimson.
Yeah,
yeah.
this one I use. This one I use in my saber practices.
Oh, okay.
Like if I was to go to one of your workshops, Jamel, I would bring the one I just showed
Yeah,
because it's a hollow blade. It's that would be my go-to. I wouldn't use the NeoPixel because I wouldn't want to risk blowing out any of the bulbs that are inside the blade because that's the
yeah.
difference between a
They'll tell you
NeoPixel.
just bring the
And this is
RPG
something.
one.
And this is something we could definitely talk about in a future,
Yeah, that'd be very
in the
interesting.
show.
Yeah.
Definitely, we can definitely talk about the different kind of lightsabers there are, both in the movies and in the market. Let's put all the information out there because a lot of people don't know about these things. They think that
Yeah.
Disney holds the card for all of that. No, they don't.
I don't know.
No,
how,
they don't.
I think you spend over like 300 to make your own saber over there or something.
Was it like 200? I heard.
Was it 200?
I think 200,
I
but
don't-
whatever. Look, Nate says
I don't know.
I
if
can never
you'll-
get one of those because I just hit people with them. Honestly,
Damn, so violent.
Pop, 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 pop.
He eats too much red meat. That's why he's so violent.
Probably, maybe, he's got all that protein going on. Right? Who knows, right?
Yeah, over there in Florida, I don't know what they put the cows.
I don't know if you guys noticed. Do you guys remember watching Kenobi
Yes.
and that fight scene with Vader in the open field?
Which one?
That
The first one
the
that he
sabers
had
that
was
they were the first one. Yeah, the
Okay.
first one. They were, if you was
Right.
to look at the sabers really closely, those are the sabers that you see like this.
What do you mean?
These are the sabers that they were using when they were
They
doing
weren't
filming.
using the actual designed ones.
No, they were using
Huh?
the Neo
Because they're
Pixel ones.
easier to
That's why I
handle.
went. Yeah, high
Because
quality. That's
this
why
right
when you see
here,
them clash, it kept on going like this, like it was bouncing off.
right? This is Vader's actual lightsaber right
Yeah.
here, right?
hmm
This is an
That's
actual
crazy, though.
Hasbro. This is an actual
And
Hasbro.
then
That sounds kind of cheap.
No,
yeah,
no,
the
no,
light,
it's
the light
actually
on
pretty good.
the light.
No,
What?
no, I'm talking about
The-
when they're filming
Oh.
Kenobi and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the light. Yeah, the light on the sabers was ultra bright. It was like really, really bright. So you can tell that those were like NeoPixel lightsabers that they were using when they were filming the fight
NeoPixel?
scene. Yeah.
I thought they used like.
So they knew they were gonna
Right
bust
for that?
those things.
Well, no, there are NeoPixel lightsabers where the blade can withstand heavy dueling.
Okay.
There are ones that they use that can withstand a choreograph from a film if they really bang into it.
Oh, I
it.
would love to get my hands on one of those.
The blade, it pretty much comes, I would say, a little bit off of, would say $200-$300.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Like you might see that like right now, like a lot of folks are on strike. There's a lot of places are selling props and all that. They had they had like a I forgot what studio. It's like they have props from actual films and all. They're just selling them just to offset the cost and all. So what they want to make the money is, so they'll go into a fund for the writers and the actors and all that.
Yeah.
Because in
Yeah.
long haul, man, it's gonna be a while, man, since we get all this shit resolved.
It is gonna be a while.
Yeah, there's gonna be.
Why don't we just enjoy what we have for now?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's gonna be delayed.
Yeah. But in the meantime,
whole
I'm
lot.
gonna call it off. I'm gonna
All
end
right.
it here because we went well over the hangout hour. We were just hanging out too much. We were having a good time here.
Oh yeah, we can go all night if we have.
Yeah, we could be here all night talking all this.
Yeah.
So in a couple of weeks, we'll talk again on a live stream. Robert, we're here every 2 weeks. So
Every 2
when
weeks.
Alex and Nate are not here, because we're alternating, so that way you guys have something to watch when they're not doing their show.
Yeah.
I'll be here to do some Star Wars stuff, and whatever else we want to talk about. So yeah, lightsabers. I like that topic. I think
Yeah.
we should get into that a little bit more. Frankie's saying, "May the Schwartz be with you."
All right.
And have a good night, guys. Thank you, Robert, for joining.
Well,
Jamel
thank you for
and
the
I.
invite.
Jamel, thank you. Also, and we'll talk next time. And you know,
right.
this ain't the last you hear of the Lightsaber Cafe. Until next time, guys. Take care. May the Force be with you. And stay tuned for more notifications coming up from Horror and Coffee on reviews and things of the matter of upcoming horror films. Thank you. Take care. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
All right.